Hello friends, so let's start with our today's session and hope you all are watching my each and every videos which I am uploading on YouTube channel and hope you all like and subscribe my channel. So let's start with our today's session with the same procedure only, with the same method only. And I'm going through the part 1. As you know, we are doing part 1 of complex number. Let's start with the example now. So till the session we did 7 example of this particular method yani ki logarithmic complex variable. And now moving forward a little bit, I'm going to start my next example yani ki eat one example. And here you can see the equation is given. Find the value of minus I raised to I. See guys, here the question type will be always in the form like I raised to I, 1 minus I raised to plus I, or 1 minus I raised to 1 minus I or plus I, etc. Okay, so whenever the function will be given in the sense of power form, in terms of power form, यानी कि this one, अगर आपको raised to वाला type में कोई questions दिया है, when the always the your first step will be in terms of like applying log on the both sides. So always that will be your first step only. Okay, so with the similar way I'm going to start the solution of this example. Okay, so in the very first step of course we will apply log on both the sides, so that you can see here I log minus I, and then after you have to solve the values of minus log minus I, and this one by using the principal logarithmic functions. Okay, so uski formula aapko pata hai guys. Now I'm not going to repeat any kind of this formula because already we have practiced 7 examples, so hope you all now understood. So now I am not going to conduct any kind of these formulas, so I will not simplify any kind of terms. So after the giving the simplification of this, you will get this one, and here as you know all, you have to just make a subject of this one function यानी कि minus I raised to I. So here at the last step you have to remove log function, right? So removing log you will get e raised to pi by 2. So this one is very much easiest example. And to the ninth one, of course with the same procedure we will do. So see the question is given. Find the principal value of I raised to 1 minus I. Okay, so applying principal logarithmic on both the side, as we have discussed that in the question like the power form of examples. In the very first step you have to apply logarithm on both the sides. Okay, so here it will be 1 minus I into the log I. Now just keeping as it is 1 minus I till the end. Here you have to just open the formula, you have to apply its formula यानी कि for the log I you have to use principal logarithm. Okay, so I'm using here, and after the simplification you will get this kind of term यानी कि this. I'm not going to explain explanation of this that how this one is coming. Okay, and at the last you have to make a subject of this term yani ki I raised to 1 plus I. So here I am making a subject of I raised to 1 plus I, sorry 1 minus I. Then this term will be moved for the exponential yani ki the power of exponential, so that will be e raised to pi by 2 plus I pi by 2. I have just rearranged the term. Okay, so again splitting the terms because the base is same and having different kind of power. Okay, so I'm just splitting the power, so this one will be e raised to pi by 2 into the e raised to I pi by 2. Now e raised to pi by 2 is real number, so just keeping as it is, and e raised to I pi by 2, it means we can compare it with the e raised to I theta. I'm writing here guys, please observe this. E raised to I theta, right? So this one you can compare the formula. Okay, so this is actually your c theta, and c theta yani ki cos plus I sin theta, and as an angle it is given pi by 2. So this one will be cos pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2. Now next, at the last, you can apply these formulas, then you will get here 0 plus I, and just multiplying together you will get this final answer, yani ki I e raised to pi by 2. So hope you all understood, guys. Now next example is given. Okay, they are given two examples in a single question. Let's find the value of log minus 2 base minus 3, and the second one is for the log of 1 plus I. Okay, and this one is very easiest example. You can just see this first step, and then after all the procedures are same only. So I'm just using logarithmic rule, that log a base b, then we can apply log a upon log b. So by applying logarithmic rule, it will be log minus 2 upon log minus 3, and then after applying the principal logarithm, you will get final answer. And as well as you can do, this is nothing but it's given a z function, log z, and I've used here principal logarithm. So these examples also you can do with your own self, guys. Now next one, separate mod I raised to mod I into real and imaginary parts. Okay, so here in the question they are asking that you have to separate. It means after finding the values of root I raised to root I, again repeating, guys, after finding the value of root I raised to root I, separate it into the real and imaginary part. ओके, सो अब तक हम लोग जो कर रहे हैं बराबर, विद द सेम प्रोसीजर यू हैव टू सॉल्व दिस, एंड देन आफ्टर you have to find its real and imaginary parts as well as, right? So first of all we will do the same procedure only, that by applying root I raised to root I. Okay, so as we have discussed that in the very first step we will apply log on both the sides. So applying root I equals to root I, and root I yani ki it means we can apply whole raised to 1/2 power, right? And in place of I we can apply like this, cos pi plus I sin pi by 2. Yes or no, guys? Because you can see the value of cos pi by 2 as well as sin pi by 2. Cos pi by 2 0 and sin pi by 2 1, and as you know all, you need here I. Okay, so by applying this we can write this one term yani ki c is pi by 2, and here from here I removed this root and applied it into the fraction form yani ki 1/2. Okay, now next, by using the De Moivre's theorem, you can write like cos pi by 4 plus I sin pi by 4. Okay, now then after you know the value of cos pi by 4 and sin pi by 4, so I will just apply the value of this both the function. Now next, okay, here it's given log root I equals to e raised to I pi by 4. Okay, now you can observe here it's given two functions in the form of root I, right? So the single function we have did the simplification, right? That we did in our previous slide, and the rest of the other one we can write this one function also, this e raised to I pi by 4. So in place of this, actually we wanted to find this one function. Okay, so in place of this root I, we are applying this, yani ki e raised to I pi by 4. And for the raised to root I, as we have simplified in our previous slide, that I am writing here, yani ki 1 upon root 2 plus I 1 upon root 2. Okay, now just combine together. So just I'm giving the simplification. You can see that this one is a real number, so मैंने उसको बाहर ही रखा है. और here is the function of I, यानी कि this is actually your e raised to I theta. I'm writing guys here, this is nothing but it's just e raised to I theta. Okay. Okay. So e raised to I theta यानी कि c theta. So I have applied here cos of pi upon 4 root 2 plus I sin 4 upon root 2. And here you can check the question is given. Separate the given function into the real as well as into the imaginary part. Okay, then here you just have to split the terms. You have to write separate both, yani ki real as well as imaginary part. So of course the real part will be, I'm just highlighting guys, real part will be this one, and the imaginary part yani ki this one multiplied by this one term, so that you will get this one. Okay, so guys, we did here 4 examples, and now 1 or 2 sums are only remaining, and then after I will give some examples for the practice. So till that, do the practice of this whole the examples. I think we did total 11 sums. Okay, so please do the practice of all the sums. The remaining examples we will do in our next session. So till that, thank you guys. We will meet in our next session now. Thank you.